Theme parks are known for their overpriced bad food, but what if I told you there was a highly rated, relatively inexpensive steakhouse at Disney World? Today, we're finding out how the best steakhouse at Walt Disney World stacks up. The reviews for this place are polarized, to say the least. Sarah says, dinner here was fantastic. The food was beyond delicious. This was hands down the best meal I've ever had, 5 stars. Meanwhile, check out this review from Jennifer. Easily one of the worst meals we have ever had. I had the filet mignon, so chewy I could barely get it down. My hubs had the strip, rubbery at best. The sides were not good. Stay far, far away, 1 star. Well, now I'm just confused. Derek says, I cannot properly express how much I love this restaurant. For dinner, I had the New York strip steak, and I'm not even kidding, that was the best steak I have ever had in my entire life. 5 stars. Maybe Derek just likes his steaks rubbery? Either way, it looks like we'll be getting the New York strip steak so we can get to the bottom of this.
Let me tell you a bit about the ambiance. It's definitely loud in here. There's a lot of kids, which makes sense. We're in Disney. The one thing that I don't think helps is that this is one big open room, so the sound travels a lot easier. It's very modern, contemporary, which makes sense. We're in the contemporary, but I kind of miss the Disney theming. I guess if you're like out at the parks all day, maybe you're an adult and you kind of want to break from all the theming, but I don't know, like we're in Disney, we're in a Disney hotel. I kind of want a little more character. Instead, it kind of just feels like a regular hotel restaurant. Like I said, I like it. I like the blues. I like how everything's kind of clean and modern, but I kind of am missing the theming.
The only character in here is you.
I know, I feel like I'm the most themed thing in here. Like, it just doesn't feel like I'm in Disney, and I just want to feel a little bit more like I'm where the magic's at. I don't know.
The menu is a bit limited for a steakhouse. They really only have filet, New York strip, and roasted prime rib. They don't have a ribeye or a T-bone or a porterhouse or any of your other steakhouse staples. In order to give it a fair shake, we're gonna go with the New York strip and the roasted prime rib. Both of those are only $36 and $38 and come with a sauce and a side, which is pretty generous, especially for Disney World. We are gonna go with the macaroni and cheese and the red wine-glazed mushrooms. Also, we ordered the bacon and eggs to start. We've heard that's the appetizer to get here, so we'll see how that is.
So unfortunately, I already tried this with my mic off, so we're gonna do that again. So I'm gonna get a little bit of this maple pork belly, some of this perfect egg, and some of these cheesy grits. I already know it's gonna be delicious, but I'll try it again for you guys. That is so good. It's funny to me, it's like a bacon, egg, and cheese, but in such a different form. This pork belly is so sweet. It's like got a maple flavor, but it's such a perfect complement with these salty eggs and the cheesy grits. I also love how everything kind of just goes together so well, and I love how soft this egg and grits are. And then this pork belly, there's like a little bit of something to crunch on. It's almost like the egg and grits are like a sauce for this pork belly. It is absolutely unbelievable.
Wow, tastes like Thanksgiving.
A little, right? There's like a cinnamon maple flavor.
Not a lot of egg flavor, not a lot of cheese flavor either. Kind of just tastes like cinnamon, sweet potato dusted pork. The bacon is a little smoky. This is really good. Not what I expected though.
These steaks came so fast. The service has been amazing. I think I'm gonna start with this New York strip. It kind of looks like they tried to sear it, but it's not really too evenly seared to me. The bottom isn't really seared, but let me cut into it and see the temperature. Definitely looks medium rare. All right, let's give it a try. Okay, it's pretty tender. It's actually got good flavor. I kind of get like some rosemary, some garlic, a little bit of butter, some pepper. I didn't get a fatty piece, so I'm curious to see how that's gonna be. Maybe I'll just give it one more try. The fat's definitely a little chewy, but it does have nice flavor. I kind of am missing a little bit of a crunch, like I do like when steaks are more charred, but it's good.
The mac and cheese smells so good. It's hard to resist that right now. Definitely cooked perfectly all the way through. It's not bad, and it's not rubbery per se, but it has a bit of a rubbery, slimy texture. I have a feeling this is cooked sous vide, so it doesn't really get any of that char that you'd get from grilling or searing the steak. So the texture is just a little bit off, but the flavors are still pretty good. I just think it's not exactly our cup of tea when it comes to how to cook steaks.
I guess before I go into the sides, I'm gonna do this prime rib. Looks nice and medium rare. My knife is cutting right through it. Seems very tender. All right, let's do it. Ooh. Wow, that is packed with flavor. I got a pretty fatty piece and it really wasn't chewy. It melted in my mouth. Delicious. I think I'm turning into a prime rib girl. Will ordered this, but I might have to steal from him.
I'm pretty surprised that they have prime rib on the menu, especially when they are like, when they don't have a normal ribeye. That's kind of a surprising choice to me. But he did say it's actually one of their most popular things to order, so. Yeah, that's way better. I can totally see why that is their most popular thing to order outside of the fillets. That is probably the way to go.
Now let's do the sides. I guess I'll start with the mushroom. Ooh. That is delicious. The mushrooms are so nice and tender. Taste a lot of salt, garlic. I don't really get too much of a wine flavor. They almost seem more like they're in some sort of chicken stock-based broth. But really, really good, and it's gonna go with this steak so well. Next up, let's do the mac and cheese. I love how there's breadcrumbs on top for a little crunch. That is good. So nice and cheesy. It seems like it's either a white cheddar, maybe with like a little Gouda in there, and the noodles are cooked perfectly. Really like that as well.
That's what I've been smelling. Definitely hard to go wrong with mac and cheese, but these are really good. All right, let's try these mushrooms. Those are also really good. Like Kristin said, I don't really taste the wine. It's more of like a gravy sort of sauce. Still fantastic. I would say, I kind of feel like the sides are better than the steaks. I do like this prime rib a lot. It's pretty good, but the New York strip, not my favorite.
I guess I'll try the sauces as well. I might just like dip my fork in first and get a sense for the flavors. Ooh, okay. It's definitely tomato based. It's a little bit on the sweeter side. It also has a little bit of a kick to it. I can see that being a great compliment to the steak. Last, let's try this béarnaise. Ooh, wow. That is creamy. I could see that being a little overpowering for this prime rib because this just has such awesome flavor on its own. But let's see, maybe if I only take a little bit, it will be good. Yeah, see, to me, I prefer it without the sauce. Check out this layer cake. It is huge. It's 15 layers of Jack Daniel's infused chocolate cake, chocolate mousse, chocolate ganache, and then raspberry puree with raspberry on top. And I also noticed a little gold foil right on the tip of the cake. Not sure what that is. But apparently the 15 layers of cake represent the 15 floors of contemporary, which I thought was a really nice touch. And I love the Mickeys around the rim. Subtle theming, which I'm all about. Let's give this thing a try. Wow, that is so moist. I feel like they did a really great job of that mousse to chocolate cake ratio. I do taste a little bit of that Jack Daniel's, and that raspberry sauce is really, really good. I think I got a little too much because it kind of like overpowered that bite, but I feel like it goes to show that this really isn't that chocolatey, and it's a really delicious dessert.
I would actually say this far exceeded our expectations. The food was really pretty good. Maybe not steakhouse caliber steaks, but definitely a decent deal for pretty big portion sizes. And the service, of course, being Disney, was perfect. Service at Disney is almost always perfect. The one thing that I think both of us were a little bit disappointed in was the theming. They have all these really cool pieces of art all around the lounge, but nowhere in the main restaurant. So I kind of feel like that was a bit of a missed opportunity. But otherwise, I think that if you're looking for a steak fix in Disney World, this is definitely a great option. But if you've ever been here, let us know what you've thought of it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next one.